What up? What up? Welcome to Ask a Bad Boy with your host, Bad Boy, aka Blake Harrington. So check it out. Today we got another good one for you. As usual, we're gonna react to my man O'Shea Duke Jackson. This is titled IG Model Just Cost Geno Smith Everything. As usual, I'm going to tell you what I think about it. I'm going to react to it. Make sure you comment down below. Let me know what you think.
Many of you brothers have probably heard about what's going on with the family Geno Smith. As you guys know, he's back on the Jets after a tumultuous season with the Raiders. I'm always glad to see you Raider fans down bad. So that's to you. But let me get on to what happened recently. He has a baby mama by the name of Kristen. He actually has two. And out of the two baby mamas, he's been going back and forth with this one called Kristen, okay? The first one's name is Kennedy. But he went viral because of this.
She just called the police.
Gina just beat my ass. That's why.
She coming here.
I came in there, I put 7 down, and I left. You ran outside and attacked me.
Wow. This is crazy.
You came outside and attacked me.
My family.
You, I don't give a f***, y'all.
Bless you.
Leave my neighborhood.
Nice house.
You broke my computer. Fuck you. Move. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Get out of my car.
You bet you.
Get out of my car. Stop.
Get up. I'm not laughing. There's no laughing matter. Look like a little bit of this domestic stuff is crazy, but really quick before he starts. Geno used to like, for those of you who don't know who Geno Smith is, he's a quarterback. But when he scrambled outside of the pocket, I didn't see him get away from some pretty fast football players on the other team. So I don't know why she tried to chase him down or whatever is going on with that little part. Like she was running, then she went back towards him, and she tried to grab him out the car. Like, well, what are we really doing? What are we doing? People, we got to do better.
So largely, as you guys have seen here, she alleged that Geno Smith beat her, Geno Smith hit her, and all these other things. And then recently, a few minutes ago, or hours ago rather, the actual call to the cops has been recorded.
911, what's the address of the emergency? Okay, for verification purposes, can you please repeat the address? And what city is this in?
Baby, Florida.
Is it a house, apartment, or a business?
It's a house.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
My ex-boyfriend just beat me up.
How long ago did this happen?
This happened like maybe about an hour ago. I had called the police before and they came, but like his whole family was here. So I told the officers, there's video cameras all throughout the house, all outside in the front where he attacked me.
Okay, do you need paramedics there?
I don't need paramedics, no.
Okay. Is he still there?
Yeah, he's here. He probably deleted all the footage off the camera.
Okay, what is his name?
His name is Eugene, Eugene. Last name is Smith.
Okay, date of birth? What's his date of birth?
10/10/90.
Is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He's black.
Now, Geno Smith's real name is Eugene Smith, in which I did not know, okay? And after all of this has occurred, you got people putting their opinions out there.
Being dead ass. The fact that this man had the audacity to put his hands on his baby mama, right? And then on top of that, his baby mama and him have a special needs child together, and he doesn't want to contribute in that kid's life. That is for real.
Man, these people kill me jumping on the internet, giving their opinion. You ain't seen him put his hands on nobody. That's all alleged, man. I'm not saying he didn't or he did, but come on, bro. You just jumped on here and just started talking about he put his hands on his baby man. You don't know that, bro. Calm down.
Disrespectful as hell, and that man deserves every single second in jail.
So
then you want to send somebody to jail and you don't even know the details. I thought we was innocent to proven guilty. Mom always taught me, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. You ain't even seen nothing, so I don't know what you on.
that's somebody already taking the babies on my mother's story. And then you have the opposite.
For her to sit back and be recording this situation, somebody that's in fear of their goddamn safety ain't gonna be sitting around trying to record so they can post it on social media for attention. She did all of that just so she can garner some goddamn sympathy, so everybody can be on her side and look at this man in a bad goddamn light. Even though he got even though he got arrested for assault or whatever, allegedly, whatever transpired with that situation, but ain't no goddamn woman that's in fear for her life gonna be sitting there running with a goddamn phone in her damn hand, recording somebody and then trying to blast out to social media everybody and their mama that old boy is doing something to her.
No, that ain't necessarily true either, because you don't know how you're going to react if it ain't true. Everybody reacts different to trauma and things of that nature. So I'm not on that side either. Just we have to wait to see what happens in court when the facts come out.
What I want to deal with, and I won't go through all of these, but I want to deal with his baby mama, Kennedy, okay? And Kennedy has been posting, these particular messages, and all she is saying is that this other lady, Kristen, is nothing but trouble. She's always been trouble, even though they are not together, that Geno Smith has always been a capable father. Now, what Kristen is saying is that the child, which is special needs, is that he doesn't help this child at all. And not only that, she's alleging that he's addicted to corn. I guess he's enrolling himself in self-clapalization.
What does him being addicted to corn got to do with being addicted to the P word? Got to do with anything?
And obviously, I believe the NFL will investigate this. Now, we've already seen sort of what has happened with the kind of Big Tigger situation already. So Big Tigger was accused of his wife of abusing her. The police then investigated. And largely what we have seen now is Big Tigger has been arrested as of today. Wow. So I'm not here to say that, A, she's not lying, or A, she's guilty or not. I'm not sure. Here is what I am sure of. What I can see is that obviously if she was really in some sort of danger, she would be trying to move away. What I think, if there's any kind of, let's say him putting his hands on her or something like that, here's what I kind of believe that she did. Probably maybe it was her running up on him, maybe didn't like what he said. Now they have already broken up. I don't know if they're messing around still. Something she seems to already be.
No, that's not necessarily true either. Some people like I said, people handle trauma in different ways. You got some victims and some people trauma bond, and some people stay when they're being abused. They almost weirdly feel like they're being loved. Could come from childhood trauma or whatever type of trauma, but that don't mean he said she would get away. That doesn't mean that, because I've been behind the chair. I've heard women talk to me about DV, and some of them, it's just not as easy as just saying they just gonna leave. It's easy to say that in a conversation, but everybody, especially when dude got a house like that and got a little bit of money, so you know how that go.
Upset with him, and then because of whatever it is, this probably was an opportunity. And I don't know if he hit her or not. I'm not sure, but obviously she's looking to bring this guy down. All right, I gotta talk to the brothers, man. Clapping with no condom, man, is not all that it's up to be. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. That no condom clapping with just chicks you don't know, chicks who don't have nothing to lose. It just doesn't make any sense, especially at the tail end of his career, where he's never really had this problem before. He just made a lot of money with the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, it was trash, but now he's getting a second chance at the Jets. He might have another few good years to make money. Then you get this. The NFL got to investigate it. And even if it's not true, okay, here we have somebody largely with nothing to lose, and you dealing with her ass, and you got everything to lose. Okay, this is what a lot of black men got to do. When you're on another level, man, the chicks that you're dealing with got to be on that level. It's hard to say that. They ain't got to be on the financial level, but they got to be on the level to the point where even if something is not going to go their way, okay? And I'm not by any means saying that if he hit her, she shouldn't say something. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this. It seems that if we come out and find out this is false, then that's the problem. And it's likely that it could be false. But if things not going the right way, you can't have a situation like this if it's false. That's what I'm saying. I do not agree with somebody putting their hands on you. Male or female, definitely women. But this is what you gotta look for. This is what you gotta do. And if your child is a special needs child and you don't put energy into the kid, and this is what you do, you know she's gonna come after you. You know she's going to come after you. You gotta get yourself, take care of your business. All right? You gotta wear condoms. You gotta wear condoms, man. This is the problem with some of these athletes, because now they don't want to get married. Well, I'll just leave it in the lady, and she can't take all of my stuff. If I get rid of her ass, she can't take all my stuff. That's largely true, okay? That's largely true. She can't take your stuff as far as your wealth, but she can damn sure ruin your reputation. That's what she can do. Okay, brothers and sisters? She can ruin your reputation. And this is the problem. Well, long as she ain't getting the cash, boy, if you don't sit your stupid ass down, who the hell you think you is? And a lot of brothers out there, like I said, you know, if you don't feel like you can marry her, do not have a baby by her, okay? If you feel like you can't wife her up, if you feel like she can't be around you, if you know that she crazy, if you know that she problematic, and obviously it must be that must be the case because you telling your baby mama about her. So that got to be the case. It got to be something close to the case. It's so much so your first baby mama knowing that. So now you on the phone talking about her to her, which means what? You saw this coming from a mile. These chicks be having symptoms. All right? Symptoms. So what do you mean? I'm just trying to figure it out, family. Okay? Let's think about it. Think about this before you start clapping. All right? These chicks is ruining dudes' lives, and a lot of dudes is letting them ruin their life. Why? Because you knew she wasn't working with nothing. You knew she was dusty. Nah, I can handle it. No, you can't handle it. No, you can't.
All right. So there you have it. Geno Smith in some trouble. Another one of our black brothers, NFL player in trouble. Some of the things the brother O'Shea Duke Jackson said, I totally agree with. But as usual, I don't agree with everything. You can look for signs. You don't know people, man. You don't know people, especially when you get money. You are a target. The comment about the condom, that's major. That's major. That's something that you really, really, really can work on. You know, wearing a condom, going in raw dog, ain't it? It's only for a few minutes of pleasure. You know, at the end of the day, I've been saying this lately to some of my boys. It's like, if you notice the downfall of a lot of men, especially, is lust. The lust, man. I mean, you can build it all the way up just to lose it, you know, because of lust. I was looking into Machiavelli, and he was saying one of the things he could almost conquer anything, but one of the things he couldn't control was his lust. Slept with over 400. If you can control your lust, man. So that condom thing, I just recently had a conversation with some guys, and they were talking about this and how it was hard to wear condoms, and I gave them some advice from the OG. If you go a long time, fellas, without having it, without no SEX, don't do nothing for a while, a few months, then when you do it again, you put that condom on, it's usually gonna work out for you. It's usually gonna work out. If you just can't, then you really, truly, you're rolling the dice. You're rolling the dice. And I mean, life is like that. I mean, you leave the house, you can get T-boned by a car at the light. You know, when I was young, I used to say crazy stuff like that I didn't want to wear them because you could get killed at the light with a condom in your pocket. I said that crazy mess when I was young. You know what I mean? Just young and immature, you know, and that landed me to have 3 kids. You know, these guys, I was really young, and they're young too as well. I'm not sure how Geno Smith is, but when you get that kind of money and those opportunities, you got to move different. You got to move different anyway, just being a man. You know, we put our lives really at risk when we're dealing with women, and women do the same thing when they're dealing with men. So you got to be really careful. You know, you got to stay prayed up. You just try to look for the signs. I just seen Oprah talking about it earlier. I believe Maya Angelou said it. Believe people when they tell you who they are the first time. You know, so sometimes people can show you crazy signs that they're crazy or they're dealing with trauma or they can be problematic. And we got to believe them the first time. You got to get out that lust, focused on being the best you can be. You know, let's stay prayed up. And that's all we really can do. Me, myself, I'm focusing on the bag. The chase after lust is just not going to happen. We got to overcome that. It's not going to happen. Also, check out my product line, badboyhair.com for your hair. Ladies, fellas, I got a growth cream. It's called M2. I got an oil, black Jamaican castor oil. It's a blend of oils. It's SOS. It's going to take care of your hair as well. Go to badboyhair.com. Get you some product ASAP. But like I say, if you want to know, ask a bad boy. Let's go.